point of my life when I'm tired of playing games. I'm ready to settle down, ready to buy a house, and I'm ready to change my last name. I can sing when I want. What's poppin' T-Subs and T-Squad? Listen, I just did this T-Talk, and then for whatever reason, my camera decided that it just didn't want to record no more. And now I'm here redoing this bull crap all over again. I got one question for stomach stapling Fat Joe. I really would love to listen, Joey. Please, Joe Crack the Don. Please show me on the doll where Vita and Miss Cynthia hurt you. Show me on the doll, Joey. Did she hurt you? They hurt you here? Did they hurt you there? Did they hurt you around there? I know it ain't nothing on the green screen right now, but y'all get what the hell I mean. Like, listen, for those of y'all that may not know what's going on, if you've been living under a rock, last night, Fat Joe had a nasty versus battle with my baby daddy, Ja Rule. And in the middle of the versus battle, you know, nowadays they bring out people that featured on a song or whatever the case may be. So, you know, when it was Ja's turn to do what he had to do, he brought out Lil Mo and he brought out Vita. And they killed an amazing job. All of a sudden, Fat Joe gets into his feelings and gets into his bag. And then he comes out of nowhere and disrespects the fuck out of these two black queens who did and said absolutely not a goddamn thing to him to warrant what he gave. He come out his mouth and say something to the effect of, where you find them dusty hoes at a crack house? And I said, bitch, look, the gag is, listen, Joe Crack the Don, that's very vague. If you gonna say that shit, nigga, I'm gonna need for you to hate out loud, ho. That's the main thing I always say. Who the dusty hoe and who the crackhead? That's what I want to know. Like, it came out of nowhere. And what I do like about Ja is, even though he ain't get him together the way I personally would have wanted him to, he did let him know that, hey, bruh, I'm gonna need for you to show some respect to these women and this, that, and this. So after all of that, Joe Crack the Don got a whole bunch of backlash. Child, they been eating his lap band post-op body-shaped ass up since last night. So then either one of the women or his life or managers or somebody told him, bruh, you gonna need to do something. Because these people is eating your ass up and it is not good for business. So he decides that he wants to go up there and give an apology. And he's like, you know, hey, listen, Vita, Lil Mo, y'all know y'all like my little sisters. You know, I'm like a big brother to y'all. You know, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. And I don't think Vita ever said anything back to him, but Lil Mo did respond on the Shade Room post with 4 broken hearts, and she put hashtag disappointed. And I'm more than sure she was, because I'm more than sure this was not Vita's or Lil Mo's first time being around you. And I'm more than sure that's another reason why Lil Mo was so disappointed. Because, listen, first of all, we all know Lil Mo is the queen of the hook. And if she ain't going to give us no more music of her own no time soon. So it was real good to see her come out and give her little hickory dickory docking and all that good stuff. And we was all down for seeing it. We was in our nostalgia. We was bopping to it. Everything was good. Everybody was good. And then she has to hear you calling her and her homegirl dusty hoes that he had to find in the crack house. Like that one, like, please show me on the doll where they hurt you at, Joey. For real. Because, like, you really jumped off the cliff with that. And I just don't understand where that came from. Nor do I understand why you felt prudent or why you felt okay enough to say something like that to these women. You know what I mean? And another thing. I would love to know what Remy Ma had to say to you when she found that out. Now, I ain't seen where Remy Ma said anything. I ain't seen where Remy Ma posted anything. And if she did, let me know. I haven't seen it. If she did, let me know. I haven't seen it. So I would love to know what she said to him. Was she the reason why you came out and gave that apology or something? Because like if I was Remy, I would have cussed your ass the fuck out. I'ma be real. And I'ma tell you something else. Limo. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Look, Sent, I'm on your side, but I wouldn't be me if I ain't throw no shade. Cynthia, you ain't had a hit since forever, bitch. That came out in 2003, 2004. I was a sophomore walking around Phoebus High School in Hampton, Virginia, trying to get being a squirrel, trying to get a damn nut child. That was the last time you had a hit. So I really wanted or wished you would have left Lil Mo in the back and came out as Scent and pounced on that ass. Because any other time, Lil Mo, you did, look, let's not sit here and act like Lil Mo some punk ass bitch out here. Now, maybe she didn't do that because it's not her sitting, it's not her set, it's not her thing, it's Jai's thing. He invited her there. It's already bad enough that he said that. Why make a situation worse? Especially when it ain't even my thing. And if that's the case, Lil Mo, I totally get you and I totally understand you. However, it's just some shit that you just can't let slide. And I'm sorry. If you know you ain't some dusty asshole that my baby daddy had to go and pluck from out of a damn crack house to revitalize her career and her vocal cords, then I really wish you would have said a whole lot more versus them 4 broken hearts, #disappointed. I'm just gonna be real. Where that old Cynthia at? Because that old Cynthia would have came up there and girl, bitch, the old Cynthia would have came up there and cussed his chicken egg ass out so bad. Girl, the old Cynthia would have made up cuss words just to finish his ass off proper like. That's what I wanted you to do, Scent. And Vita, where was you at? Listen, had the two of y'all came out there and jumped on his ass, I wouldn't have been mad at it. I wouldn't have been mad at it. And he would have deserved every bit of licking and scratching that he got. Because it didn't make no sense to me. I'm sorry, Joey. Joey, you ain't never did nothing to me personally. But I just did not like that shit. I didn't like that shit at all. Like, they did nothing to you to deserve that. It's not their fault that you came out there and you ain't had your shit together. You ain't had your songs list together. You ain't had your set together. And because the battle, in my opinion, wasn't going the way that you thought that it was going to go, you got frustrated. And you decided to take your frustrations out on them 2 beautiful black queens that did not a goddamn thing to you. Nothing. Nothing. And maybe they did do something to you and it's just something we don't know about that happened beforehand and you thought about it in that moment and you wanted to be petty, so you said that. And if that's the case and if you got some proof for that shit, bitch, go on ahead and put this out. Because as of right now, Fat Joe, you not looking good. As a man, you not looking good. You not. But see, I it's just some people you can't do shit like this with, because I said this in my Let's Gag earlier. I remember on the episode A While and Out when I was watching it, when he was up there, and I remember doing the Wild Style. Y'all know, everybody that comes up there, whether they're a guest, whether they perform, but usually the guests perform. They all sit up and take the licking, take the roast, take the jokes, take the gags. And he was the main one up there like, yo, listen, you can't talk about me. I take that seriously. So I don't want to do this because I don't want to smack fire out of somebody. So if that's the case, what makes you think that you could go around and just call people whatever the flying hell you want to call them? And think don't nothing's supposed to happen to you? Or think that can't nobody say nothing to you? Listen, I'm just saying, look, again, I'm a fan, Joey. Joe Crack the Don. I am. But this shit ain't looking good. This shit ain't looking good. And I really don't buy your apology either. I don't. I mean, that apology screamed every bit of, let me go on ahead and apologize to keep people up off my back. Because a real sincere, first of all, you should have called them on the phone. You should have took to your Instagram live or to your Twitter live or your Facebook live, had them come on and apologize to them. That's what you should have did. See, you created the offense on a public platform, on a public stage for millions of people to listen to it. So I kind of feel like you should have done the same thing. You should have went to your public platform where you will have millions of people watching it, and you should have had both of them come up there, and you should have came up there and said, listen, you beautiful ladies, I'm so sorry. All right, I apologize. I was in my feelings. I was drunk. I was irritated. I was aggravated, and it's no excuse. I just want you to know I apologize. I'm sorry. And whatever it was they give you, you take it and let it be what it is. But I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I ain't like that, Joe. Joe, I ain't like that at all. I ain't like that, Joe. And you too fucking old to be a poor sport like that. It would be one thing if you was a little snotty-nosed teenager running around here. That's one thing. Nigga, ain't you damn near 50? By now, you should know what to say out your mouth and what not to say out your mouth. Moreover, you should be able to be in control of your emotions. Especially when it comes to women. I mean, unless you one of the girls like me and you don't mind going up and going in and letting have. But hell, even I do it with their reason. And if women ain't did nothing to me, I'm not running out here calling them all type of crackhead bitches and all of the rest of that shit you said. I won't hear for that. But y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this situation. Give your opinions. And yeah, that's all I got. I ain't got no more and I'm gone. Bye. Cause when I cry, you cry, we cry together. Said I cry, you cry.